Hey everybody, welcome back to Generally Outdoors. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a review of my newest kayak. It's the Ascend H12. As far as I understand, the H stands for hybrid because it's kind of a canoe kayak hybrid. One of my buddies actually turned me onto this thing, and I'm glad I picked it up because I think it's going to fit my needs pretty well. Primarily for me, when I go out, I like to do kayak camping as much as possible, at least overnighters, if not multi-day trips. And as you guys can tell, I'm a bigger guy, so I need a boat that'll haul a lot of weight, and I also do like to fish, so I wanted a boat that had some features that catered toward that, and I think this boat ticked a lot of those boxes for me. So it's not without its faults, and I'll get into those as well, but yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so the bow of the boat's good of a place as any to start, I suppose. So for starters, we've got these cloth handles here with a rubber over molding, and there's some kind of stiffener in there so that you get a good purchase on it when you're picking the boat up. As you can see, I've also attached a drag cord to it. I consider these to be kind of crucial. They save the keel of your boat. It allows you to drag it flat, which is easier on you, easier on the boat. And also, it's nice because if you grab a hold of it while you're sitting in the actual kayak, you can kind of use this to stabilize you and help you stand up. So that's a nice little feature there. Normally, these guys are supposed to be clipped in, I believe, like so, because it's got these hooks on here. Obviously I had them off because I had popped this lid recently. All you do is just get it loosened up like that, and then this whole thing will actually come out of here. It stays in place pretty well due to the fact that it has this lip that engages this lip here, which is nice because obviously having the coverage on the bow can be beneficial if you're going to be hitting any kind of waves. Just a couple little mini carabiners to hold that in there. You can pull that out, use all that open storage area if you want to have something that's going to pop over the top and you're going to be in pretty smooth water. So that's a nice feature. And again, to pop it back in, you just quickly snap in the carabiner and slide it underneath all of those, and you are good to go. Just like that. You can go ahead and clip them in those hooks there with your elastic and ready to hit some rougher water. All right, so back here on the stern of the boat, same thing, pretty sturdy handle, same design as the one up front. It's just running in the opposite direction. Then you have this mesh thing here, which just a bunch of little hooks that hold it in place. You can see I've got my life jacket and my bilge pump in there right now. Kind of pull that off there so you guys can see there's tons and tons of room back here for all kinds of gear. You definitely would not struggle to fit enough gear in here for one person for at least a 2-week-long trip, if I had to guess. Obviously going off the premise that you're not bringing a cooler and that kind of thing. So in that sense, this one really hit it out of the park for me. Here we go. That's why that looked kind of funky. All right. And then also, I guess we can talk a little bit about the drain plug, which is here on the back. Not a whole lot to say about it. The one thing I do like about it is that it's easy enough to just pinch these little pieces of plastic and it comes out, so you don't have to worry about breaking it off when you're trying to drain water out of the boat. So that's another feature I like about it. All right, so as a lot of people would say, this is where the magic happens. This is the cockpit, obviously. This is another thing that really I dig about this boat. So for starters, I should mention this here is an anchor trolley system. The boat did not come with this. I added that to get my anchor trolley kit and my little anchor system that I'm running right now, which is just a scuba reel off Amazon and a little, what is this, a 3.5 pound anchor from Cabela's. I think the whole setup probably ran me about $65. Highly recommend it if you do any fishing, especially if you're fishing on creeks and streams or on larger bodies of water where wind can be an issue. Great thing to have. But moving forward, as you can see, you've got your dual rod holders that even come with this little clip for attaching a rod leash. That way if you flip, you can hang on to your rods. That's a nice thing to have. Coming across here, I'll come over here and show you guys. These are the foot pedals. You just pinch this thing here and they're adjustable. You can slide them in or out, whatever floats your boat and works for you. These saddlebags are really cool. So this side is just a regular pouch. You just put whatever you want in there. Obviously things that you don't necessarily mind getting wet. On this side, and I'll give you guys a close-up of this here, it actually has a large waterproof pouch, which is really nice. That's a better place to put snacks or cell phones or what have you. Also, you have little swing out cup holders that are mounted to the bottom of your chair that you can swing out. I'm a hardcore Nalgene user, so my Nalgene won't fit in these, so I just use it as a little storage pocket for some paddling gloves, which come in clutch on long trips for sure. So, oh, and I didn't mention it earlier, but obviously this seat kind of has a little saddle bag on the back of it as well, so there's tons of storage just for like day trips and short fishing trips and things like that. The one thing I haven't really taken advantage of it yet is these tracks. Obviously you've got, this is probably an 18-inch section on all three locations if I had to guess. They are good for, you can mount rod holders, you can mount paddle holders, you could mount lights, anchors, all kinds of things. I know Yak Attack, I'm fairly certain, is the name brand for all of that. So if you're interested in some of those, maybe check out their website and see if they have anything that's going to work for you. All right, guys, I did say I had a couple of gripes with it, so I'll go ahead and discuss those now. First off, it's kind of a pro and a con. The seat is super comfortable. However, as you can probably kind of see, I'll get up a little closer to give you guys a better perspective. This channel here is what causes a lot of the issues, in my opinion. So my assumption is that they put the channel there in an effort to kind of make the two side sections function as like pontoons on like a catamaran or something like that to help stabilize the boat. The problem is if you roll the boat over, which I will do now to show you, there are these hard stops where the pontoon shape begins and ends. So the problem with that is, and you can probably see it here, I'm already taking significant abuse, and I've only taken this boat out 2 times, I believe, since I got it. So you'll be grazing over a log and it'll naturally be funneled into this channel, and then when it gets to the end, it kind of slams you, which is not very comfortable and definitely not good for the boat. All right, guys, so all in all, I do like the boat. I would recommend it to people as long as your primary focuses are doing overnight trips or gear heavy trips where you're going to want to bring a lot of stuff with you, and fishing as well. A couple things I didn't mention previously. So in my personal opinion, it's not a great boat for standing up in. I did stand up in it a couple of times on the last trip, but it was definitely not, I wasn't very comfortable doing it. Who knows, maybe I just need more practice, but I would not say it's something that's just instinctually good for standing up in. So if that's a priority of yours for fishing, then maybe consider something else. But, the weight rating on this boat's 450 pounds. So that's definitely more than enough for what I want to do with it. Another thing I should mention for any bird hunters out there, they do make a covering for this so that you can use it for duck hunting and things like that. So yeah, I would definitely Recommend it. I like the boat. I think the price point is pretty decent at $700. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a good one.